Hi everyone, welcome to Rosatopia. I'm Pamela and today I'm going to show you some of my laser engraving tips for beginners using xTool F1 Ultra. We're transforming a plain Acacia Valet tray into a custom mountainscape. If you're a small business owner or a hobbyist, you know that choosing the right setting is really half the battle. Acacia is a beautiful but it's tricky wood. One thing is that you may have creamy and dark wood all in one piece. The laser reacts differently to each section. To get a consistent dark look across these color changes, I found that a higher power and lower speed is the secret. In the xTool Creative Space, I've imported my SVG file. I typically manually focus my laser because I trust my visuals, and sometimes I found the xTool to be off. I then refresh my background so I can actually see where the object I want to engrave is on my workspace and how my design is actually placed and basically what it's going to look like. For my base settings, I start with the walnut plywood preset. It's a great starting point for dense hardwoods if you're not sure. I'm using the blue light diode laser head for this, and here are my custom settings. So for power, I do 85%, speed 120, lines per cm 120. Um, Typically, I just do one pass. It really depends on how the product looks when I finish, and I make the decision if I want to do a second. But normally, with these settings on this type of wood, I can just do one. I'm going to speed up the engraving for you, but it really never gets old to watch. Remember, never leave your laser unattended while it's going, as you need to be present and aware because a fire can start. If you're curious about how I design my SVGs, the actual file that I use for engraving, let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate video on that. My final step once it's done is I use rubbing alcohol to clean up the charring. And then the final step is I apply a wood oil that I let cure overnight. So those are going to be my next steps for this piece. So thank you for watching my video. If you want to see more xTool projects, hit the subscribe button. You can also find my shop at www.rosatopia.com. See you in the next video.